All right, I think we are ready to start this planning meeting of the Anchorage Advisory Committee. Today is Monday, March 30th. It is 9 a.m. Let's do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. No, you're good. Okay, let's do roll call.
Sam Lurie.
John Wesley Nash.
Chris Riedel King.
Ted Lawwill.
John McLean.
Curtis Ludwig.
And we have Ed Schoonover, who is available remotely. So may I have a motion and a vote to accept Ed joining this meeting?
I move.
I second it.
Okay, we have a motion from Sam and a second from John. All in favor say aye. 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 All right. Ed, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Perfect. We can hear you. Okay, we have a lot of loose ends to go through today. So, Curtis, do you want to start by talking about the name tags? You showed me.
Yes, absolutely. Do you have that piece
I
of paper?
do have that piece of
Okay.
paper.
So, we reached out to the company that makes the name tags for council and here for the town. They sent us two examples. We asked for two different styles. And I think that we like the oval one, and I got approval from the town manager that we can get our name tags. We have to pay for it out of our pot of money that we have, and we have to use the one that does not have the logo. So it's going to have your name, Anchorage Advisory Committee member, and then the town of Fort Myers Beach underneath it. So
Terrific.
we will get moving on this ASAP today and try to get an order out as soon as we can. And we told them we need a quick turnaround, so hopefully we might have these in time for the plan is to have them in time for the event on the
Okay.
12th.
No, that is just from the chamber.
Oh, that's a chamber one, okay.
Yeah, the Fort Myers Beach Chamber.
It looks similar.
This is similar to what the council have. It's the oval shape, but
Yeah,
without
that's-
the logo, because as an advisory committee, we don't get to use the logo to represent ourselves, so. Everybody okay with this? Ed, I'm not sure if you can see it. It's very
I
small.
can't really see it, but I'm okay with
Okay,
it.
okay. Do you know what that cost is going to be, Curtis?
Yes, it's going to be under $100. I think they come out to, if you round up, like $13 a piece.
Okay.
So
All right. What about the fact that we have an open seat? Will we be able to get, sort of like a template one, and then it can be engraved when we have our new committee member?
yeah, we can look into that option, or when that new committee member comes, we just order
Okay.
the name tag.
I didn't know if there was a separate setup charge for each time you do it.
Or we can do a labeler. I have a labeler if you want to order a couple blanks.
Okay, that's
course
something
you
I'll
have to.
discuss with Lizette, and we'll get that order in place, and we'll might get one or two blanks.
Okay.
Then, all right.
Okay. Sam, you have everything. If you want to bedazzle anything, go to Sam's house. Jess, this is a planning meeting. I didn't know if you wanted to say anything. That's probably not what we're supposed to do, but is there something that you wanted to learn here today or talk about? Jess is the new events person at the Fort Myers Beach Chamber.
Hello. I was listening in for the Cruiser Appreciation Day.
Okay, that's what we're talking about. Okay, super. Okay, I am really not sure where to start, but John, let's start with you, since you have done a ton of work on the nonprofits and on our, how we're going to be set up the day of the event, our tables. So why don't you just tell us where we are, what's outstanding, what you need help with?
I think think one of the more easier places to start, and maybe get this off the list. I believe you said that we have access to 10 8-foot tables,
Correct. 10 8-foot, and then we'll have 8 6-foot.
6-foot, okay.
And chairs.
Chairs are coming from the church.
So I have 37. If I need to grab more, I need to know. I might try to grab 40, just to be in the round number.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, this is laid out as all 8-foot tables, which you would be for permitting. So the question is, I don't know which you've used in the past, and I don't know if 6-foot tables have been used in the past. I have no idea.
I think we had 8-footers last
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
Because they came from the library. We're getting them from the library
We're getting from
again.
the library.
So I remember them being long.
Okay.
I thought they were 8-footers too,
Yeah.
but, I guess we only have access to 10 8-footers right now. So the thought was, the tables that have one entity displaying, for example, Turtle Time, we would give them a 6-foot table, and any entity that's sharing a table, we would give them a
8-foot.
8-foot table,
Okay.
to make it a little bit easier to share a table. Certainly, the AAC merchandise display tables, I'd see no reason why they can't be 6-foot. I was
And
wondering about.
when you're talking merchandise, you're talking about the prize drawing stuff?
Well, we're display.
Yes,
Yes.
okay.
mhm,
All right.
Yeah, so it's on the left-hand side of the stage.
Yep.
There's 2 of them there. The event check-in, I would assume you probably need an 8-foot table for check-in,
2 stations.
yeah.
Are
So,
we gonna have the public and the VIPs at the same table? If we are, the 8-foot would be nice, we can
Yeah.
do one side each.
I think we did last time,
Yeah.
didn't we, last
Yeah.
year? Okay.
so if that comes down, I think, depending on who we wind up with in the end, is that strategy will make work. There may be 1 or 2 tables that's low off, but I
Yeah,
think-
we'll
I
make
think
it work.
I think we can
we'll-
make it work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I mean, maybe if we can put all of the 8-foot tables with the, multiples up closer to the stage and put the 6-foots in the back.
Well, close to the stage are all the individuals.
Okay,
So they
all
would
right.
be all 6-footers.
So, okay, that works
Yeah.
for you.
Now, again.
That actually would make more sense. You get all your 6-footers up here, and then you can have your 8-footers in the back. so
Right,
that's
like
good.
the last row
Yeah. Yep.
would certainly be 8-footers, and
Yep,
Yeah, I like that.
now the question here is, I just unilaterally did this layout. I didn't, it hasn't been reviewed by anyone. I don't know if that's okay, or if we should change it.
I
or-
submitted this to Nora, which I believe you copied in. She's the one to route it up for approval to.
Yeah, I
the department.
understand, but would approval really involve a solid layout of who's going to be at what table?
I don't think that matters. I
No.
think they just care about where we're
I
putting
think
things.
spacing, yeah.
Correct, yep.
Yeah.
And if this is pretty much exactly what we did last year,
Last
and that
time.
was fine, and it's, so much better. Look at all of this.
Right.
They're actual little
I
squares
mean,
and
they
things.
approved a hand-scratched drawing last
Yeah.
time, and this is way.
Yeah,
Do we need to add Ed Ryan and his table and his PA?
yeah.
Well, last year we had him on the stage.
Yeah.
But we
Do
probably
need
need
to
a
add that?
table, yeah, for that.
He needs a table for that?
He has
Yeah.
his own
Yeah.
table.
Oh, he has his own table,
Okay.
all right,
Okay.
yeah.
He has a table and all his PA stuff in one little area, so you can just tape off whatever.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be on
Maybe-
the stage until.
Maybe 6x8 for him to put his speakers in his table.
And then Fly Healy, I'm waiting for the word back from him, but let's just plan to put I was thinking about maybe putting a table for him up around the stage area.
You mean outside the grid? I think the question is he going to share a table, or is he going to have his own table? And I mean, we can swap, when you say up by the stage, you mean in the first, let me,
Or we can have
Do
him
you-
off
do
to
you
the
mean-
side behind the event check-in table, like off to the side over there, like right before you.
but that's not
nervous.
really where the public's going to go.
Okay,
You know, I really, my recommendation is we decide to put them down, and I'm calling this the grid.
Okay, yeah,
That he gets
understood.
down in the grid somewhere. The question I think is should he share a table or should he have a full table?
Okay,
And-
that sounds good. I mean, I see you have open spots, so we can put them there. I see
Right.
you have Fly Healy here, so sorry, I missed that.
Yeah,
But
I-
no, that'll work, as long as we have a space for him.
But,
That'll work well.
okay.
I missed that, sorry, I didn't know.
Yeah, I understand. So the question would be, again, would you recommend he share a table, or you recommend he has his own table? Or do we,
What do y'all think? I mean, I kind of think he's our
If
key
he has plenty
sponsor.
of, we have plenty of room, he's our main sponsor, I'd say
Right.
his own table.
Yeah, that works for me.
okay, so I would move him over where that one open table is,
In the middle right
in the
there.
middle there.
Yep,
And put
perfect.
him there, okay. Then that, I think a lot bears on what happens with the fire department and Captains for Clean Water. As to who should be up in that first block. I think that first block, as it's laid out, if we get those two entities, that'll be perfect. 'Cause
We're
they-
waiting on an answer from Captains for Clean Water.
Okay.
Is it, wait, that's a question I'm asking. We're still waiting on an answer for them?
Yeah, I guess we are.
Yeah, I mean, we
Okay.
haven't really heard back from anyone. We've reached out multiple times to different email addresses,
Okay.
and so I don't know if anybody here has a better contact with them.
I think I have a contact for them. I can reach out to them. I'll
Okay.
try to reach out to them this week.
The other thought I had on the way over here is maybe talking to Dave on the Murph Committee, and I know they've done a lot of interaction with Captains Clean Water. He may have an insight too, so I'll leave it to
Okay, yep.
you two to work that out. What's happening with the fire department? We have any feel for that?
I don't know. I mean, after I had that email conversation with the person who's kind of the admin assistant, she said she was turning it over to the chief, and I have not heard back.
I'm gonna give Nora a text and see if she has an update for us and
Okay.
everything, since she's doing that process and
Okay.
everything. to see
Yeah, so
where
this
we're
is
at.
having them attend like they did last year.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
this isn't for the, okay. my
No, this is their
apologies. I got
safety
you.
team.
If you look in the grid, Curtis, if you look at the grid closest to the stage.
Yeah, I see
Yeah,
it.
we have them set
I see
there.
the question mark.
It-
Okay.
It would be, I think it'd be
I'm not-
a priority to get
Yeah.
those two guys up
Okay.
there.
Well, and I also am planning to attend the fire department opening on Thursday, so if I don't talk to somebody before then, I will talk to them there.
That's a
So
good-
I will,
yeah.
I will handle the fire department. I'll work with Curtis on captains.
For clean water,
Yep.
okay.
I think we're gonna be there for the fire department too, so
Yeah.
I'll see you there.
I have put an invitation out to the Lions Club, and I'll follow up with them probably tomorrow on the phone, because this is the first weekday that they will have seen the email. And anybody have an in with those? I mean, I don't think anybody has more of a connection than anyone else, so probably me reaching out is just fine.
Yeah, and just so you know, there were a few people who were not able to make it this year that had attended last year, and last year was our really first year for doing this whole thing. I think that's Ted. So, we had a nice group of nonprofits, and this year is the opportunity to continue to try to build our stable. So I looked through some other organizations and listings and gave some other opportunities for people. And given what the Lions Club does on this island, they just got done with Shrimp Fest, all of their environmental efforts. So they were one of the ones that I suggested might be a good fit to have if they're available. They do so much.
The other thoughts I had is, and again, looking at this, we certainly can spread it out and fill all the tables. It's just who would we like to have that isn't committed?
So do you why don't you go through who's a yes, just tell us a little bit about who's a yes and who isn't committed and who's a no. I think we can see that for ourselves, but it might be helpful to just go through the list for people.
Yes. I think we're done with the grid,
Yep, I think we're done with the grid.
yeah.
So it'll just be Jenga when we get to, we'll figure out who needs to go where.
Yeah.
Hey, before we finish the grid, can I just say about Nora and Abby? First of all, can we get them on the VIP list since they're doing so much work? They weren't on that. And the other thing is, they mentioned they might want to put the 30th anniversary T-shirts out. So if they do, can we set aside a spot on maybe our merchandise table or somewhere else for them? And that's what, when you text her, see if she wants to do the T-shirts, the 30th anniversary T-shirts, and let them know that we got a pass for each of them, because they're probably going to cover it,
Okay.
take pictures.
That works for me. Anybody have any issues with that? Okay,
Not me. I think it's a great idea.
yep.
And, yeah. We could actually, if we have an open spot, we can actually have the town have a table
Yeah.
or a spot that they can, yeah. So I don't think they need their own table unless we don't have any fill.
If we have extras, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go down. I think again, are we done with the grid?
I think we're done with the grid.
Okay. I think when we get closer, I can revise this as a working document that we can have the day of. I think the other thing is the signs. Who had all the signs? So at some point,
Yeah, so here's what I have for signs. These are all laminated, ready to go. And I've got a staple gun, but we're gonna have some tape also, if we wanna tape them. I've got 13 laminated menus. And the
I'm sorry, Sam, I was talking about table signs.
oh,
I'm sorry.
We'll come back to that.
You will come back to that.
I
Yeah.
can make those up if you want.
Okay, so when we get this locked down, we'll make sure it comes to you via the proper channels, and then you just make the
Just print them out and I'll.
just
when
do
you-
what we did last year.
If you wanna print them out, I'll laminate them for them. At the same time, I laminate the final list of the gifts, of the
Yeah.
prizes.
Do you have the ability to print them?
Mm,
Because it's just, it's just
A name.
8.5
Yeah.
by 11.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you give me the list, I'll print them for all the tables we'll do that a day or two before.
Right.
So everything's up to date. I'll do the gift list, I can print that.
Yeah.
And I'll do for all the tables.
So I think this may be fluid up until a few days
Mhm.
before we have to lock it down. But I don't think you need more than a couple days, Sam, right?
No.
All right.
His laminator's really quick.
Yeah,
is.
yeah. Someone should take note that I have to do that.
I will.
Okay.
I will.
All right, so I think that handles the grid, as long as the permit comes back without any issues with it. And it certainly shouldn't, because it's not much different than last year, other than it's more easier to read. If we're going down the organization or the event participants, Bay Oaks is an in. Beach Kids Foundation was one of the ones we had in reserve. I don't know, as we go down here, Chris and everyone else, I think we ought to decide if the ones on hold should be reached out to, or we want to still keep them on hold.
I'm kind of on hold for them. I mean, I think it's really important to get captains and,
Okay, so that's point. Let's just run, that's good direction. So Captains for Clean Water is still a maybe, and that's certainly a big deal. I think that's gotta be a priority. And we all got to do whatever we can to make that happen. Coast Guard Auxiliary is an in. Crow is a no. They can't come this year.
they had another obligation.
Had another obligation. The Garden Club isn't in, and right now they are in a shareable table, but if we do wind up having a full open table, they may be a good one to put there. Ask them to bring some examples. Estero Island Historic Society is in hold. The Fly Hilo tours, so that's definitely an in. I understand from you, Curtis, they're definitely in. Or are you still pending if they want a table?
I'm still pending.
Okay.
On hearing back from them. Hopefully this week I should have something.
Yeah.
Like I said, right now, I think we should plan for them to have a table.
Okay.
Right now and then.
Okay. Sure would like to get a solid on
I
that.
know,
mean,
I
everything
understand.
that's not here, we gotta get a solid on.
Yep.
Art Association, Chamber of Commerce, and Community Foundation, they're all in. Lions Club, we just reached out to, so we'll see. I think they're pretty good probability, but obviously can't speak for them. Fort Myers Beach Fire Department Life Safety Team, that's the fire department question mark we have on the grid. We talked about that, and I think Chris's idea is excellent there. The Women's Club has decided not to my disappointment. Fort Myers Beach Yacht Club is in. Friends of Bay Oaks and Friends of Lovers Key both have decided this year that they're not going to participate. And I'm a little confused about Friends of Bay Oaks and Bay Oaks, but I don't know if Friends of Bay Oaks if they were even in last year.
No, they weren't, because Bay Oaks really wasn't operational, I don't
Okay.
think, too much at this time last year. So I think by having Bay Oaks here proper and Neil there manning a table, he can talk about all of the things that are available at Bay Oaks right now for people who are visiting the island, including, of course, the pickleball courts, which, Sam is a big fan of.
Yeah, yeah. So they're cool. Friends of Mendanza's Past Preserve and Estero Bay Buddies, I think that would be a great one to have. So, who was chasing that? Was I chasing that? I was chasing that. Has anybody got an in there that knows anybody personally at Friends of Mendanza's Past? And if it's no, it's okay. I'm just wondering if anyone had it. All right, so I'll push that harder.
Who was Joanne Simmer?
That's going to be Ostigo.
That's Ostigo Bay.
Right, okay.
Okay. Friends of the Library are in. They want to share with the Community Foundation. We have them set up that way as a table. Friends of the Mound House is in. I have them set up as a sharing a table. So Fort Myers or FWC Boating Safety Education, that was in your hands, Curtis. I don't know if you had a chance to do anything with that.
No, I don't have anything on that right now. I apologize.
Because I just think that would be a great one to have at this show. That and the Lee County Sheriff's Office of Marine Safety Operations. That's probably even a better one if we had to choose between the two, which is actually also you, Curtis, on line 24.
Yeah, I got him.
Okay. Gulf Harbor Yacht and Country Club is a no. Keep Lee County Beautiful is a yes.
Yay.
And where did and I'm a little confused about that one.
You heard from them directly? They got back to you?
I have them down here, but I don't have a memory of it.
Okay,
And I don't know if I have them on the grid.
I don't see them on the grid.
no.
All right, I really think they should be, and it would be great to have them. So I'll go back and double check that one and make
Okay.
sure that I got that one right.
Okay.
And if they are, I get them on the grid. Going over to, I guess, the page 3, starts with line 25, Marine Environmental Resource Task Force.
I have him marked.
Yep.
So we have them as an in?
You do, yep, and you've got them on the grid with native plants.
So are they different? Are they different than 24, Curtis? Are they kind of the same thing?
No, Murph.
That's Lee County Marine Environmental Resource Task Force.
That's Murph, yeah.
That's Murph, I'm sorry, I'm
FMB.
sorry.
You want
That-
to put Fort Myers Beach on the side, so you know.
Yes, that's Murph.
I was looking at the two because I got confused for a second as well.
I actually have them on task as on the grid as Murph. And there was a request to have Murph, the plant, native plant, and the FM, the Fort Myers Beach Yacht Club, to kind of be consecutive, because some of the same people want to work
Yeah.
same of them. So
Okay.
we've got them on the grid that way. I don't think there'll be a problem with that.
Excellent.
Native plant is in. Otsego Bay Foundation, we've gotten no response back from them. Should I follow up with them?
Do you know Joanne Curtis?
Yes, I do. I will follow up with Joanne.
Okay.
Okay. Pod Protectors is in, and we have them set up as a full table. But again, this is where I'm looking for some sort of direction. I thought Pod Protectors and Turtle Time could use full tables.
I think they could. I mean, they typically have big
Enough
displays
displays.
and a lot of information to share. And I know Monica Lynn is very excited about being there with Pod Protectors again.
Okay, so that's great. Restore Fort Myers Beach archive arches. I think they would be, in my case, very last on the list. And they're on hold now, and I'm not sure there's any, I'm not sure they would really add to the show. San Carlos Sail and Power Squadron are an in. Turtle Time and What's Up FMB are all in. So,
So we have 16 who are committed after, hopefully, Keep Lee County Beautiful is part of that 16. So 16 committed, and if we think that we've got the 6 tables that are closest to the stage as being individual, and the ones in the back as being shared, we have an opportunity to have 24 organizations. So we have like 8 spots total left that we could fill. I would say that my priorities would be adding captains,
Yep.
confirming Fly Heli, the Lions Club, the Fire District, Friends of Matanzas Pass, and either one of the boating safety or Lee County Marine Ops.
FWC or Marine LCSO, which I have list.
So I don't know if anybody, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the 8.
In Otsego.
And Otsego, yes, sorry, yep.
Joanne.
So that's, I mean, if we could get all of those or half of those, we would be in really good shape and absolutely maxing out the number of spots that we have. Okay,
yeah. And I think in that scenario, then our table complement of 10 8-footers and 8 6-footers will not be an issue at all.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
everybody will get what we'd like them to get.
yeah.
All right.
Okay, so assignments, Curtis and you and me are on captains.
Yep.
You're on Fly Heli. John, you're gonna follow with the Lions Club. I'm gonna follow up with the fire. John, your Friends of Matanzas. Curtis, your FWC in Lee County, and Otsego.
Yep, Joanne.
Okay.
Got it.
And I gotta confirm, keep Lee
Yep,
County.
yep.
Beautiful. That's beautiful, if it's beautiful.
It will be beautiful.
All right, I'm sorry you went through that so fast.
I'm
Chris.
sorry, dear.
Um,
You want me to do it for you again?
Yes.
So captains, me and Curtis are doing that one.
Okay,
And so I've just kind of circled the ones that I think are prime. Curtis is working on Fly Heli, 8. You're doing number 12.
right, number 12,
I'm doing number 13. You're doing 18.
I'm doing 18, okay.
Curtis is doing 21 and 24. You're following up on 23.
Yep,
And Curtis is following up on 27.
All righty. Like you said, if we can lock down half of those, we're in great shape.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think we had, what, 18 or 19 last year? So
We
I-
had 19 last year.
Yeah, so I think, you know, if we get to 19, 20, we're in really good shape.
Absolutely.
And we'll have an interesting mix of
Oh, yes.
organizations. We'll have some that are new to the party and some that were there last year. Sam?
Other than the Fort Myers Beach shirts, are we going to let Jackie sell merchandise or any of these other people sell merchandise? Or that's strictly for the town?
I believe we talked about this last time,
we did.
and they sold merchandise last year.
Yeah.
We did not necessarily sanction it, but like Captain's had some merchandise for sale, and if there's no risk in so doing, I don't have any qualms about it. I think it's another way that they interact with the public, and we have nothing to do with their sales.
Right.
Correct.
And feel free to give away stuff, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
People
yeah.
love tchotchkes.
Yeah, yeah. I think everybody agrees with that, I guess.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, like Captains was selling hats.
Yeah.
And anything to promote their organization, we shouldn't get in the way of, I don't think so.
I'll buy a hat.
You'll
You
buy
buy
one?
it?
I'll go buy a hat.
You'll
Okay.
buy that? All right, so we got you set up to buy from everybody
That's
that's selling
right.
them, right?
He'll be his cat collection. Ed, are you still on the line with us, or did we lose you? I don't see a smiling face anymore, so.
I think you got rough seas.
Okay, okay. Okay,
So I think that's pretty much it for event participant. I got a good plan there. So now we get into in-kind sponsorship. And I'd open for everybody else's input here. I think that Key West Express, that's not marked right because we do have that.
we do.
We do have that.
Right, I actually physically have it. Oh, what's not there, Curtis, was your contact information. If you get a chance, send that to me so we can.
My contact information?
Yeah, Key West
Oh,
Express came
I
from you.
can send it to you. I have
Okay.
her information. I think I've sent it.
Okay. Pancake House is Ed. I haven't gotten any follow-up from Ed about that. So we need to get some input there. Also, Ed's got the Mound House, which we do have their donations, but we don't have the contact information for that, so when Ed gets around to it and has a chance to,
I can follow up on that. I'm liaison with CELCAB as well, so what are you looking for, John?
wherever we have these yellows, we want to fill in for future reference and
You
needs.
just need the contact information?
Need contact information,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Okay, I'll-
just like we have for the others.
I'll send that to you.
So next year, we have some place to start, instead of sitting around saying who should be contacted.
I'll get you Corinna's
Okay.
info.
And, you know, any one of these squares that are yellow, and somebody has information for them, they don't have to come from, they can come from anyone that knows what should be there.
Absolutely.
So can you tell me where should I be looking to see what prizes we actually have in hand?
I think that's the next sheet, right?
Yes, you're absolutely right.
So
If
which,
if you look on page 4,
okay,
and you look at the first column, you have descriptions of what we have received.
okay, all right.
All right. If you need more detail on that, I can let you know. What I intend to do is to take these individually and package them.
Yep.
So we can hand them out as envelopes to the winners, and certainly make it easier to, I will also make a list for Ed to make it easier to announce. Last year, we were kind of calling out, this is who it is, this is what you want, and Ed said, well, no. So we'll try to make that a little more formal this time around. And that should be easier if we package these a little little more tighter than we did last year.
And label them good.
And label them good.
So we have more than 20. I just did a quick count, and we're planning to do 2 different drawings, one at 1:30 and 2:30. So I guess I would leave it to your discretion, John, knowing which things we have, to determine which should go into which bundle.
That's fine. I can come up with a list and shoot it to Curtis, and he can distribute it and see if there's
Yeah.
anything they want to change.
Sam, what you got?
Ed lost his connection, but he's going to try to log back in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we got a good selection.
We
That'll
do.
work real well that way.
Yep.
And just split them.
I have an update on my yellow boxes.
Okay.
Number 54.
Hold on.
On your playbill.
54. Yeah,
Yeah. Matanzas Inn. That, of course, is Penny. And I have a one-night stay.
Kansas Inn, and that's 54. One night stay and gift
One night
certificate.
stay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's on the.
Did you have that updated?
Yeah, if you look on
Okay.
the next page.
Oh,
Next page,
Yep.
oh, sorry.
That's the page after this one.
Page 6.
Okay,
So this
You got
has
it.
all the,
you got it.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, all I was
Yes,
looking
yes.
for on that one was confirmation that we had a contact name.
no. And I still have 2 questionables, so I'm gonna wait until after Easter to get back to him. I've already been to him a couple times for SOB and Wahoo Willies, so I'll let John know.
Okay. And of course, every time there's a significant change on here, I update it and send it to Curtis to distribute it as we choose to.
I'm the only one with yellow boxes.
Well, Sam, I didn't want to mention that. I didn't want to mention that. Ed has a few.
But you have a laminator, so we forgive you.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Ed's back.
Hello, Ed. Did you have anything that you wanted to add from our riveting discussion so far?
Well, I missed most of it, but I just wanted to remind you that, last year we had trouble with power at the stage.
Okay,
The power, we needed a ladder to get up on a pole to run power to the stage, so, I don't know if we want me to throw a ladder in the back of my truck, Public Works would take care of it, I don't know how we want to get into that.
Curtis, how do you suggest we plan for that?
I have extension cords,
Okay,
so I'll bring extension cords, and then I will go to Snow Harbor, just verify that we can use that power again. 'Cause there's no power to that stage, so all the bands and stuff use that, right there by Snow.
okay.
I'll just verify I'll just verify that we can use that power source.
But do we need, Ed saying, Ed, are you saying we need a ladder to get up there to plug in?
Last year we did, and I think actually one of the Rangers came and helped us out, if I remember correctly, last year, but the power right at the stage didn't work, so we had to time the pole by somebody or something.
So yeah, if I remember correctly, I don't recall a ladder being used, but I know that we had to get those wire covers. So we didn't have the extension cords we had to cover, so it wasn't a trip hazard or anything like that.
That's correct.
Yes.
Yeah, that's correct.
So
There's,
I'll make sure we have a couple of those as well. I'll put those on the list to grab.
Ed, we're watching you ride up and down like you're riding a bucking bronco, so that's why we were smiling just a little bit.
Please remind those people there is no wake zone in the Anchorage area.
Yeah, it's a little rough out here today.
As a backup to the backup, if we get into a situation where we have trouble obtaining power, I do have a small generator we can use if it's necessary. And you may.
So do I.
Okay.
I have 2 generators.
Well,
That will be.
Jeez.
I know.
We'll be
Sorry,
good.
he
You
just-
have to brag,
I
right?
know, he just put you in your place, didn't he, John?
Yeah.
Well, I
Forget
have
about
2.
my generator. No, that's great. That's a good backup, yeah. Ed, the one thing we were talking about when you disappeared was the status of the Island Pancake House, as far as their contribution.
No answer, I don't have an answer from them. I stopped by there, dropped off paperwork, and haven't had any response. If someone wants to go back there and try them again, they'd be more than welcome to.
I don't feel like we need, at this point, I mean, I feel like we have a really good selection of
Right.
wonderful items, and
Yeah, yeah.
let's just try and tie up our loose ends, and we'll
Yeah.
just keep them on the list for next year.
I think that's a good idea.
Because we're 2 weeks out now.
Yeah,
so-
we're 2 weeks
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. So just moving on, I think we're good with in-kind sponsors. Anyone have any questions?
Nope.
Moving on to page number 5. Which actually, it's probably easier just to jump over to 6. So 6 has, if you look down at the lines at the bottom, 69 through 76, I think this is a little bit of accounting that you need to verify, Curtis, but I think it works pretty much the way we need it. It's everything I know about, and I think the number comes up to kind of what we said the last time with the addition of a $165 contribution by Chris.
Well, and mine was an in-kind, so it shouldn't really be added toward the monetary total, so, and it, yeah. You've got it listed under Fly Heli Tours, so that 165 is really just an in-kind because I paid for the insurance certificate.
That's, I'm sorry, it's right on one page and wrong on the other
Yep,
page.
it's all good.
Yeah. So you think I should move that?
Yeah, put it somewhere else. I mean, or at least put it down underneath your monetary total. Otherwise, it's gonna show that we have that much money in our bank account, which we don't. Because that was I just paid it out of my pocket rather than, you know.
Okay. So I'll move it up to in-kind.
Yeah, that'll be
Okay.
fine. Because everybody wants an insurance certificate, so we can raffle that off. Just kidding.
3 years too late on that one. Everybody wanted it then.
Yeah. Okay, any more comments associated with monetary sponsors?
No.
Bill got some really great gifts here. They're really,
Absolutely. So
Yeah, it's
thank
great.
you so much to all of our wonderful, generous community organizations,
Yeah.
many of whom are chamber members. So we thank all of them for all that they do for the island for this event and for other events.
And John doing a great job getting this all organized.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Just makes everything easier, and certainly if a particular person is not here next year, we shouldn't lose any of the information that they have.
Yeah, no, this is an excellent master log that you have created for years to come for us, so that we'll be able to use.
Yeah, and, you know,
Thank you.
other committees, you know, we invite them to use our information that we've gathered as well if they have need to reach out to some of these organizations. So it's something that could be available to other people.
Absolutely.
So I have all this in the cloud, but I also suggest that you store it, so it's stored at least 2 places.
I do.
Okay. And what you don't have is you don't have the creation file for the layout for the stage, and I'll send that to you when we're finished with it.
Okay.
So you can easily.
Does that need to go to Nora, or is that just for our records?
No. What Nora has, she has.
She has, okay,
And that
okay.
that should end.
Okay,
right
all
there.
right, got it.
This is just, again, the stage next year, to make it easier for you next year to plug in.
Okay.
And change things around. Just trying to create tools that we can
Yep.
easily use next year.
Absolutely.
Um,
Love it.
So if nobody else has any information that needs to be added, Sam, you're gonna send me some contact information and some updates. I think we're pretty good about updating this document.
Yep.
I think we're into load in, load out, unless you have something else.
Okay. I just have one suggestion. I mean, you've done a wonderful job of highlighting in green the ones that are yes. Maybe you do the same thing for the people who have given us in-kind donations,
Oh,
just so that's more
sure.
easily
Yep,
visually
yep.
readable. But yeah, thank you, John. I mean, big congrats, big
Yes.
kudos for putting this together. Puts us in a really good place.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you, I appreciate that.
This is for the Coast Guard Auxiliary from Ted.
Excellent, thank you, Ted.
Okay. You good?
I think I'm good.
Okay.
Just gonna make that note.
All right, so nonprofits and in-kind, we're not really going to look for any more in-kind donations unless they should walk in the door.
Correct.
Nonprofits, we have our list that we will go after and try to confirm their attendance. I will send a recap to you, Curtis, after this to remind everybody of their assignments. Insurance certificate's done. Permit should be good to go with the CAD drawing, so I will leave it to Nora to let us know if she needs anything else. Let's talk a little bit, John, about how we send final information to the nonprofits, you know, on how they come to us, how we're gonna unload them, where they're supposed to park. What are you thinking there, and what decisions do we need to make so that you have that detail?
So this is just my recommendation, right? I say we create one document and
And one
And-
person sends it out.
sends it out to everybody.
Yeah.
To all of our sponsors.
Yeah, I have no problem at all doing that. And if you see what I've sent out on my invitation letters, at the bottom, it says we will provide this information as we get closer to the event.
Now-
If you look at that, and I can break out what we told them that we were going to tell them. I think all it needs to happen is making sure I'm telling them everything that we want to tell them, and then making sure the answers that.
So when do you
Yes, ma'am.
think we should get that out to them by? Should it be Monday or should it be Wednesday?
Of next week?
Yeah,
Monday.
I think it's Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
So, would you like me to draft something, John, and send it out for review? Or do you want to go ahead and do it? And I think the biggest questions are, what time do we want you to show up? And then, where can you park? And did we give them parking passes last year? Parking was on their own?
Parking
Okay.
was on their own.
Okay, so I think we just need to tell them, we don't want them all to show up at once either.
Correct. But a lot of people showed up pretty early
They did,
last year,
yeah.
which is beneficial to them for parking, you know.
I wonder if in the information we send them, we say, hey, you know, you can show up in like 10-minute increments, and then they tell us which time they're coming. I don't know, maybe that gets way too complicated, probably. Okay.
I think it does, unless you guys had a big issue with that last year.
Did we give them a parking slip last year?
I thought
Was-
we did give them something.
Why would you not? Why, I mean,
Because
Why-
everybody already has a sticker to park under the
I
bridge.
believe we did.
yeah.
I think things are coming back to me. I think that we created a slip for them to park, and we told them to put it in their windshield. We got code to sign off that
For
we
beach
could.
parking on the bridge.
Yeah.
Or
under the bridge.
at-
And
at
it
the
was
town
only
spot.
our sponsors. You know, this isn't for the whole event.
No,
It's
no,
only
just for the
peop-
the nonprofits.
Nonprofits,
Yeah, the
correct.
organizations.
And now it does include Old San Carlos Boulevard also, which it
Yeah.
didn't last year.
So do you want to check with code
Yep.
enforcement and see if we can do that? And
Yep.
so that is a key piece of information. You know, when you
Absolutely.
show up, we will give you a slip for
Yep,
complimentary parking.
that's fine. I'm almost positive we did
Okay.
that last year. But I'll check with code and I'll get that.
So going back to your question, let me draft it
Okay,
and then send it to Curtis for review.
okay.
There's going to be some blanks that we're
Yep.
going to need to fill in.
Yep.
But we,
Ed, I know you brought your dolly last year. Is that right? Ed's frozen. But he's a very, oh, there he goes.
Yeah, he did bring his dolly last year.
Okay, so do
There he
you,
is.
there he's back. You brought your dolly last year, right, Ed?
Yes, I did.
Do you
Very
think,
good.
do you think we need more than one dolly?
Everyone could use more than one dolly. But I'll bring mine, and I think, I can't remember, if someone else had brought one last year too, but, yeah, I'll bring mine, and I think we'll be good.
Okay, okay. And we'll all be around to just help tote and set things up. All right, so we've got the parking taken care of. I'm assuming we'll be there, like, starting at 9 to set up?
Yeah.
And then what time would we like them to start arriving? Would we really like them to be there between 10 and 11 and set up by noon?
Let me see, before you get there, let me see what I've written to him
Okay.
previously. Because I think I already said that.
Okay.
Just because I've already said it, I also said that we would give them final details. So let's just see. I hate to maybe jump onto something else until I find this.
Okay, that's fine. We'll go to supplies quick while you're
Okay.
checking on this. So, Curtis, you've got clipboards for us?
I do have clipboards.
Okay, we're getting name tags, you've got a cooler, you've got the drawing tickets, you'll have something about the mooring field, duct tape, zip ties, the boater list for check-in.
Yep.
Just going through all this stuff, the keychains, double-sided Velcro, the jars. I don't think we'll do donation this year, that really did not work very well, so I think we'll just do jars for the drawings. Hand stamps, and you're getting chairs.
Yep, got all that.
Okay. I will have a VIP list for check-in. I've already got the permit in the works, insurance certificate is done, I'm getting the tables. John, you'll do the list of the nonprofit speakers for short intros. We can probably put that together. You know, if we don't know the exact people who are coming, we can do that day of. Sam, as usual, your water and ice. You will work on, as you talk to the boaters, you'll come up with maybe 3 or 4 boaters that we could have Ed do interviews with. Okay, still outstanding is sort of that TP sign thing where we wrote all kinds of information about what was going on. Any idea where we can get one of those? Just does the chamber have a TP sign? Like a
Easel?
sandwich board sign?
We might, let me put it on my list.
Okay. All right, I'll work with Jess and see if she.
One.
Yeah,
Okay.
1 or 2 would be swell.
I just don't recall that last year. I'm having
But
a
I
hard
sent you a
time.
picture of it.
I know, I know.
So it was
But I don't
there.
know where it came from, though, where that came from.
It might have been Jen's, I don't know.
I think you're correct,
Yeah.
yeah. I think you're correct. All right, so we can jump back to this.
Okay, we're almost done with this.
Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, signage, so we need registration signs, the mooring field VIP in the public, that was you, Sam. Menus and meal tickets, you've got the menus already done. Drawing prize rules, let me clean that up for you, and I will send that out when I send the recap.
Okay, so I'll relaminate that.
Yep. Drawing items signage, so John, you're creating the drawing items and which drawing they're going into. You'll provide that to Sam, he'll laminate it. What else?
All the signs have been updated to 1:30 and 2:30 drawings.
Thank you.
So
Thanks.
update that on your rules. I think it's
Okay.
on there.
Okay. All right, I will work with Jess on seeing if we can find a sandwich board. Okay, John.
So what's been sent out so far is a paragraph that says further details on setup and parking will be provided as we get closer to the date. The event is scheduled from 12 to 3 p.m. So plan to arrive to set up between 10 and 11 a.m. with tear down at 3 p.m. Members of the Anchorage Advisory Committee will be available to assist you with both setup and tear down. So I guess we need to first verify if what's said here is what we want. And as far, I think the biggest point is we want them to arrive between 10 and 11 for setup. Is that okay?
Yeah, and I think if we can have them come in from the same direction, I think that was something that we talked about last year, and correct me if I'm wrong, Ed, we want them to come in heading north toward the park, you know, by Nervous Nellies rather than coming down. Yeah, yeah, right. I mean, I think that's easier for setup if they come right into that curve of the park.
Right, they came down the press.
We want them to
Come down.
Crescent.
Go ahead, Ed.
Thought they came past like Curtis's under bridge and they had loaded up right in front of where the snow's been, kind of a little cutout.
Yeah. So they come down Crescent.
They come down Crescent, they'll park right there, drop off all their stuff, and then they will go on San Carlos, old San Carlos right there.
And
And then they can take the left by SOBs, and that takes them the right traffic pattern to get into the parking lot to park. So it's just a good traffic pattern and circle.
Any chance we could cone off that, as they make that left-hand turn onto Old San Carlos, that first parking spot in front of Wahoo Willie's, so that when we get more than one person coming in, they dropped off pretty fast last year, they unloaded pretty quick, but if we could cone off just that one parking spot, that first one as you come around to Wahoo Willie's.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
A couple cones for that?
Yeah. I have cones over there in
Maybe just that
my
one
area,
spot.
but yeah, that's not a problem.
So did that make sense, John? Come down Crescent?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Okay,
In fact, I'll probably put out a little drawing showing the drop-off area and how to approach. Of course, have you guys look at it before it goes anywhere, but I think having a drawing is better than trying to explain it. So we'll see. All right. Any additional information on what they should have or what we should expect them to have to unload, Ed? Is that something that we've just taken care of for them, or I know some people brought their own dollies and some people didn't. Should I mention anything associated with that?
no, I think if we've got at least one dolly and we've got all hands on deck, we should be fine. I mean, I do remember it going pretty darn smoothly. We just
Yeah.
took everything out of their vehicles, put it to the side, and if we knew where the table was, we'd move it over there for them and they'd go
We-
park and come back.
We helped them unload and everything last year, but I mean, they're used to doing these events, so they'll bring whatever they need,
Yeah,
themselves. I don't think we need to
Specify.
specify
Yeah.
that or
Okay.
anything.
All right.
I mean, maybe just talk about how we're looking forward to them engaging with the public, and so anything that's interactive is terrific.
And we're encouraging all the VIPs to try to order their meals between 11 and 12.
Right. So you might
We
mention.
can do that there, but
Yeah, we tell them in check-in, right?
Yeah, so you might mention that, John, that, get there in enough time to set up and perhaps have your lunch before noon.
Do you want to put that in this letter, or you want to deal with it in check-in?
why don't we just deal with the
Okay.
day of and see how it's going?
All right.
Yeah. Now, we do want them at some point to go to the check-in table, or?
Yes.
Okay,
Once you get there and get set up, please go to the
Okay.
check-in table at the front of the stage.
Everything that's vendors and VIP is going to be in yellow. The check-in sign and the vouchers for the VIPs will all be numbered, and they'll be yellow. Everything else will be white signage. So I will have Snug Harbor last year, have them keep the yellow vouchers, of course, because they get paid for that, but I also have them keep the white vouchers that are the $28 that people are paying for. That goes towards our minimum also.
Sweet.
all right. I think I got enough to draft it.
Okay.
And then we can tune it. We need to go back to the parking slip. We're talking, we're going to give them a slip that they can put in their
Window.
window that if they.
Correct, that's what I'm thinking. I think that's what we did last year. So I will,
So we'll provide, just trying to work out the language, we will provide one
Parking slip.
parking slip, and I don't like the word slip.
Voucher.
Day pass.
Day pass for
one
for
vehicle,
one vehicle, for one organization.
correct, yes.
Okay. What's the term you used?
Parking day pass?
Day pass.
Day pass. And do we want to mention that would be under the bridge,
And
or?
all the Fort Myers Beach, any Fort Myers Beach
Town
parking spot
spot.
under the bridge or San Carlos.
Okay, so wherever there's a sign that says,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that says beach on it.
right. Now, Jen and I did this last year, so maybe Chris and myself may think about doing it this year. Was every vendor came in and they got to their table, we would go around and ask them if they need anything,
Sure.
they need any help, are they okay?
Absolutely, yep.
Yeah, so that,
Can be their
just
liaisons.
good logistical
Yeah.
liaison.
Okay.
And most of them, it's just good. Most of them are fine, but it's just good to
Yeah,
make them feel like they're
absolutely.
being looked after. Okay.
Okay.
When we greet people at the dock, whoever's down there, Curtis will be down there off and on, I'll be down there off and on, and we'll all just take turns walking over there. Maybe we could remind everybody to use their 10-foot painter, just in case it stacks up. Do any of them use them now?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we tell them because we have to fit everything in. So we got to make room. So, yeah, we recommend them using the long painter at the dinghy dock.
Yeah, and we'll remind them on that day, because
Yep.
it might stack up, hopefully.
How is promotion going to the boaters, Curtis? You feel good about it? You have people
I
talking
do.
about it?
I do. Yeah. We have some people asked about it during our pump outs. We're gonna keep. We've been pushing out the flyer to all of our boaters every week. We'll be pressing it hard this week. We have flyers down around all of our facilities right now. I think it's going well.
Good.
So.
All right, the only other thing I have to talk about is just confirming run of show. So 9 o'clock, committee arrives for setup. 10 o'clock, nonprofits start to arrive. 11 to 2:30, the meal is available at Snug Harbor. We'll start eating at 11, try to get done by noon. Registration opens at noon with Sam and Ted and Tina. At 1, we'll have Ed Ryan introduce Fly Heli Tours. Hopefully Steve Overy will be there, and we'll do a little boater panel. At 1:30, we'll do our first prize drawing. At 2, we'll do some nonprofit intros. At 2:30, we'll do our last prize drawing. We'll tear down at 3, and the concert will go on at 4. So I feel pretty good about where we are right now. I mean, we just need to confirm a few logistics with the remaining, participants that we haven't had confirmed, but I mean, our
Some of the
promotion's strong
nonprofits,
and-
that's on me, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna get a round turn on that right away.
So
today.
table and chair setups. I guess.
I'll take care of all that.
When you're gonna take care of all that?
The table and chairs, yeah, we're gonna have the
Phys-
tables already today.
Yep.
And then I will get the chairs. I'll be here early Sunday to make sure we have all the chairs. We're gonna
Right.
probably have some chairs on that Friday, and then we're gonna have to pick up the rest on
Okay.
Sunday, is what it's seeming. We're waiting to hear back final word today on that, so,
I was thinking more of day of show,
yeah.
table and chair setup. Do we?
We have kind of helped Curtis and
Yeah,
his crew.
I
He'll
was
have them
just
in
gonna
his
bring them
office.
over, and I'll bring them over, and then y'all can start setting them up where they
Yeah.
need to be.
Did we take them, did you put them in your truck and bring them over, or did we just carry them? I remember we just carried them.
We just carried them. I have them in the office space in our office of where we're gonna be moving into. That's where they're gonna be stored right now. So, and it's
Right.
right around the corner. It's
Yeah.
not far.
There will
So,
be some sweatiness, I'm just saying.
yeah, but that's fine.
Chris, can you, since you're gonna be there early, can you walk over to Wahoo Willie's and do a little thing on Beach Talk Radio?
I will, if Ed will have me, absolutely. So I'm sure he's listening. I'll talk to him. So Ed, I will send you the run of show and all of the information so that you have that shortly.
And I think Ed will probably mention it regardless
Yes,
at his show,
absolutely.
so.
Okay, I will put together a recap of all of this. Right now, I don't know that we need a meeting next week, but let's reserve judgment in case something, goes awry. If you feel uncomfortable about something, contact Curtis and then he can work with me and we'll set something up. But Ed, do you feel good about things from wherever you are riding the high seas?
I'm in the Caribbean Sea and I feel real good.
What did you say, dear?
Feel good.
Okay, good, thank you.
And you look good.
Yes. Ted, how about you? You feeling good?
All's well.
All right.
All right.
Well, thanks to everyone for an amazing job putting this stuff together. It was a little bumpy, but we're good, and I think it's going to be a wonderful event.
Now, I don't know if we talked about a bad weather plan.
No bad weather, that was our plan.
Okay.
I mentioned it, it
Yeah.
got nixed.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
I'm
that's
not
right.
sure, I mean, I
That will be,
don't,
Curtis will be our point man if there's anything to update on that.
yeah.
Yeah, well,
We watched the
Probably looking the week
forecast
prior
and,
and checking.
We'll know a couple days ahead of time.
Yeah, I think so.
I think hopefully our bad weather's now and we're good for the next
Yeah.
couple of weeks.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
We need spring full-time now, you know?
All right,
Would anyone like to adjourn us?
I make a motion that we adjourn.
One second.
Thanks, Ed. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We're adjourned. Thanks, everybody.
Yay.